Hey guys, Going Guy here, and welcome to Hollow Mega Crab stages 31 through 35. Unfortunately, my phone died during that last recording, so we don't have the live action, but I'm just so thankful right now that it didn't die in the middle of a battle. I was scouting out stage 35. And just before I could hit attack, my phone died. So I'm pretty thankful for that. And of course we've got the replay, so y'all are definitely not going to be able to miss out on any of the attacks. At the beginning of this attack here, I went ahead and threw out my tanks first and held back on deploying bullet. There was a lot of mortars and stuff that were just going to bring his health down and cost us unnecessary gunboat later on in the attack. Moving forward, I took out those cryo bombs and tried to stay left a little bit away from that boom cannon towards the core, and then definitely needed to throw some critters down to distract these pumpkin mortars on the top left. I'm going to do that once more to distract this pumpkin mortar on the top right. And here we come towards the core. Shields down, and it's sitting at less than half health. I tried to shock that boom cannon, that shock launcher, with one shock, and it's just a little off. But it didn't affect things much. I still had almost 90 gunboat left at that point, and I just put a bunch of barrages in the core. And we saw stage 31 go down. Stage 32, I'm going to pop this cryo bomb up front. Definitely making sure bullet sticks up front from those boom cannons. And it's about time that we're going to need to pop this next cryo bomb here. We're moving forward, but bullets getting crazily all over the place from this pumpkin mortar that keeps targeting him. Look how far forward he is. Definitely going to need to flare back down to make sure he comes back. Now we're going to stick on this line here, taking out the shield generators, of course popping that cryo bomb before we get there. There's definitely a lot of boom cannons to deal with up front, and just outside the screen right there you just saw me putting a bunch of barrages into a shock launcher right there. It's going to be huge for us, but that is down. Bullet's got full health, but quickly you can see that that will change. All these sniper towers and boom cannons raining down on him are doing a lot of damage. So let's flare back up top. Don't want to get my tanks away and have that one little stray boom cannon on the bottom left take out too many of my tanks. It's now targeted them. Let's go ahead and shock it. And we have enough to shock the shock launcher again. Stage 32 is down. Stage 33, definitely a rough layout. I'm going to go ahead and take out this shock launcher. And then definitely take out these cryo bombs before I deploy my troops. After I take out a little bit of these defenses up here, I'm going to flare left. I'm going to go ahead and pop that cryo bomb now. And I'm going to shock the pumpkin mortars, as well as a shock right in between that shock launcher and that boom cannon. Will take care of those two. I did throw a shock a little late to try and shock that pumpkin mortar one more time and to get that boom cannon. By the time the shock got there, my tanks had already taken out that pumpkin mortar, so that's horrific. And here's the next thing that's horrific with this attack. Flared left. I flared right there, and I basically let my troops, my tanks, get stuck in a shock launcher trap. With the amount of rocket launchers that were on that base, they had no way of firing enough to use their life leech properly. So we're going to try it again. We're going to actually deploy our tanks here so they're in a solid formation. And I'm going to let them take out this one rocket launcher and now flare back up top. There's just so many rocket launchers right here. I want to make sure I got rid of at least one more. Definitely need to keep these boom cannons and shock launchers shocked. And that is not good with that pumpkin mortar raining down. But let's make sure this boom cannon gets taken out the left of the core, and then we'll flare back up top, take out this boom cannon, and then we'll be sitting pretty well. And please just feast your eyes on these 7 rocket launchers just absolutely raining down on my tanks, and look at that, they are all full health. You've got to love this tank life leech. In fact, actually, those 2 other rocket launchers were getting involved too, I think. So that was 9 rocket launchers, all of which could not tank out my tanks. Stage 34 looks pretty intense. Got a lot of shield generators spread out, cannons, shock launchers, pumpkin mortars, and then that doom cannon on the left middle side. Gonna pop that cryo bomb to freeze that doom cannon. And once that shock launcher is down, we're gonna flare back left, and we're gonna need to give Bolt some energy drink to make sure he stays out front. But right now, I know for sure this stage is not going down one attack. Bullet's definitely going to go down. And now we just got to keep that shock launcher shocked. And I went ahead and threw some critters above it to pop those critter bats. And it worked pretty well. It distracted that shock launcher and let us take it out. Now I'm going to shock these 3 boom cannons here. I'm going to do it once more, and right about now I'm running out of gunboat. It's not looking great. Throw some critters to distract that one boom cannon up top, and it worked out pretty well for us. Look at all these rocket launchers raining down. I mean, if these guys aren't firing, then there's no way that they're going to be able to survive that. But if they are firing steadily, they're healing up themselves pretty well. With about 50 seconds left on this attack, I know there's no way that I'm going to be able to finish off this shield here. So I went ahead and flared back down here with some smoke to try and take out a couple of these rocket launchers. And I was pretty successful on that mission. Took out that sniper tower, 2 rocket launchers, and was able to put a barrage in those other 2. So that'll definitely help out on this next attack here. I'm going to flare right here to left, and I'm going to let my troops take out these 2 shield generators here, and then I'll flare left. And instead of just going back to the core, I'll just make sure that I take out all these rocket launchers. And, you know, we don't want to risk it at all. So we're going to flare right here. Let's take out these rocket launchers here. And Bullet went left. He went the exact opposite way I needed him to. So I did have to shock those 4 boom cannons. But it didn't hurt us too badly there. And I shocked those 3 boom cannons behind the core, and I had enough gunboat. I knew I was going to be able to actually take those out. And I did so. Stage 34 is down. And now we're all caught up on those attacks. And we're to stage 35 to see this live. The 6 shield generator in the center, circular base, the most feared base in Mega Crab history. This layout is just horrific. But guess what? We've got a bunch of gunboat and a lot of smoke duration cost. So we're definitely going to be able to safely smoke to the back of this base and still have enough gunboat to do some work. I'm going to pop that cryo bomb now, and should have a couple seconds sooner. It did affect a bullet there. And now we're going to shock these boom cannons here. Shock that one on the left hand side. And once that one's down, we're going to flare up top. It's down. Let's flare. We'll shock these top boom cannon and cannon once more. And bullet's definitely going to go down. And now we just hope that those boom cannons are not in range of my tanks. And guess what? They're not. So now we've got 2 minutes to take out this core in this big shield. But it's doing pretty nicely there. We've got these 2 rocket launchers and there's machine gun hitting my one particular tank there, but just watch him just healing himself up. Look at that, is just beautiful. Minute left. Right now we know we've got this victory. We just got to wait and see. Put a barrage in the shield to speed it up a little bit. And now that the shield's gone, this core is going to quickly go down. Put another barrage into the core, and stage 35 is down. It's amazing to be able to take out that layout in one try. I'm so pleased with that. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for stages 36 through 40, and be sure to subscribe and get those notifications.